Hi and low, I am Swifto and welcome to the show. This is the 7th and final part of my Elder Scrolls gameplay series, and we are in Skyrim. I have just left the town of Edoras here, and we are on our quest. What is our quest? To retrieve the Dragonstone from Bleakfall's Barrow, which is actually back this way. I have skipped past the first part of the game because it's quite long and quite boring. It's basically just a tutorial type of thing. So I've skipped it just like I did with the with the Oblivion video that I did previously. This is actually the second time I'm recording this because for whatever reason I played this in the PC first of all, and for whatever reason it didn't record the sound, and I did several tests and it just would not, my recording device would not record the sound for this game. Not sure why. It recorded the sound for all the other games, just not Skyrim for some reason. So I'm actually playing the Xbox 360 version of this game. So I should warn you that the Xbox 360 version, at least for my experience, is kind of crash happy, so we could crash at any moment. Although having said that, my actual PC game is quite crash happy as well, but that's because of all the mods I've got installed on it. But I did install like a fresh game, reinstalled it fresh on my PC without any mods, just to show you for this gameplay video. But as I said already, it didn't record. So we are currently in the province of Skyrim, as the name would suggest, in the continent of Tamriel, the Empire of Tamriel or whatever, I don't know. So basically, this is probably the most pointless video I've ever made, since how I'm recording this in early 2018, and by this point anyone who played video games and is alive currently has probably already played Skyrim, and probably already as well familiar with it, because it's kind of oversaturated at this point. And I've got a shield apparently, which is unusual. I don't think I've ever used shields before, but this is my first game, I guess, because I originally got this in the Xbox 360 when it first came out in 2011, but I haven't really played much of it on the Xbox 360. I wasn't overly impressed with it. It wasn't until I got it on the PC that I played a lot more of Skyrim, and I've basically done, by this time I've pretty much did everything there is to do in Skyrim, but because there's so many great mods for it, amazingly, after all these years, it's still a game I play on a fairly regular basis, just because of the mods. But it's a bit weird going back right to the very beginning, and this game looks kind of ugly in comparison to my extremely modded version of Skyrim, which I'm used to playing, which is a lot more colourful and slightly better graphics. But this is how the game was originally intended to look, so it's better for the video if I play it as it is, rather than how I normally play it, which isn't accurate to how it should look. I'm sure there's some bandits up here. Can slice their heads off.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Oh crap. Orcs are usually quite strong.
You'll need to do better than that.
Actually, this guy's a pussy. Well, that was easy. Take his gold. It's not very nice of you. I think I might take his bow actually, unless I've already got one. I do not. Actually, I've got 4 of them. Never mind. You can have my other 3. I quite like using the bow. I'm more of an archer sort of person. I have noticed in these gameplay videos that I've done that I haven't really used magic an awful lot. So I might try and use magic in this game. Although it's a bad time to start using magic because the magic system in Skyrim is somewhat watered down from previous games. But I'll show you what the magic looks like. Oh, we've only got flames at the moment. This is destruction magic. Obviously good for attacking people. Yes. Charred bandits. That'll warm you up in this cold weather. Obviously you get other spells. You can conjure up a familiar, restoration, and you also get other things later on like ice-based attacks and electric shocks, and conjure up Daedra and shit like that. Actually, do I want to continue with this quest? Or maybe I should just muck about and explore the landscape, because that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy this game as well as other Elder Scrolls games, is just exploring to my heart's content. Where are you? Whoops. You think you can defeat me? He has a slightly better bow. I'll have that. Oops. Oh no, you won't. I'll fill you full of holes. Is there nobody on this planet to even challenge me? So in this game, the story is that there's a civil war going on between 2 different factions, and at the same time the dragons are coming back and terrorizing the people of Skyrim, and you, pretty much the chosen one, have to deal with both conflicts, which is actually really easy. This game is probably the easiest of, actually no probably about it, it's definitely the easiest of the Elder Scrolls games. Time to end indeed. Don't know why I'm crouching when he can see me. Ah, this is ridiculous. Apparently she loves it. Don't go there. Obviously, because this is like the original game without any mods or any downloadable content, there's no Solstein and there's no Dawnguard because they were added later. When it comes to the Elder Scrolls, I was kind of late to the party. This actually was the first one that I played, and I had a choice that Christmas 2011 whether to get Skyrim or Skyward Sword, the Zelda game, and seeing as how I had just Twilight Princess, the last Zelda game that came out, I wasn't exactly thrilled with that one. Played through it and didn't think it was that great, so I decided to go for something different, and as I said already, I wasn't exactly impressed with it to begin with, but gradually over the years played more and more of it, and as I said already, I actually do still play Skyrim on a fairly regular basis, but that's more because of the mods, which is kind of surprising. That's like, what, nearly 7 years ago it was released, and I'm still playing it quite a lot. Although if it wasn't for the mods, I probably would have finished playing this by now, long ago. But after playing Skyrim, I went back and played Oblivion and Morrowind as well, and then later I got the Anthology box set, and that's when I decided to replay Skyrim and played it a bit more, and completed it obviously several times by this point. What an idiot. These bandits really are not the brightest. So we have a bit of a puzzle here, it looks like. Snake, snake, whale, is that? Fish, snake, whatever, whale. Snake, snake, and then the fish or the whale or whatever it is. That was easy. Now, what shall we do? I guess we'll just continue. I don't know why I said that, to be honest with you. Ooh, damn little skeevers. Well, you can tell I'm really early on in the game since I can't kill them with one hit. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's behind me. There we go. Oh, I think we can level up now. Yes, yes. So what shall we level up? I guess, archery maybe? Why not? Can I get some big bad spiders around here? I ain't scared of no big stupid spider. Oh, shut up, you. Is he frozen? Again, little challenge.
Over here. Ah! It's coming loose. I can feel it.
That guy was going to betray me anyway, so I killed him. I've played this before, I know what happens. Not gonna bother looking in every little nook and cranny because I can't be arsed. Some deadites over here. Sounds like he's got a bit of a nasty cold. I guess that's what happens when you sleep in a tomb for thousands of years. Are we gonna get sliced? Yes, we are. Is he gonna get sliced? Yes, he is. I'm just rushing through this now because I can't be arsed playing it properly. I'll be here all day. Okay, I've actually skipped ahead because that tomb was a little bit long and boring, and I wanted to do a bit of exploring. So, we are currently, this looks like just outside Riverwood actually, and we're just going to do a bit of exploring. Let's see, can I give you any more information about the game which you probably already know, since I've said already that Skyrim is kind of oversaturated already. But those are some wolves that appear to be deceased. Perhaps I killed them earlier. And well, it's nah, I've got nothing else to say. I might as well just end the video now. Fuck it. I just feel like going for a walk. And this is one of the things I really like about games such as Oblivion, Morrowind and Skyrim, is that you can just go for a nice walk round this fantasy world. Part of the appeal, for me at least. We could even go for a swim. Ah, nice bit of a swim there. Yes. Talking absolute gibberish, of course. So, this is the final part of my Elder Scrolls series, and I thought maybe I should take a wee look back and a bit of a retrospective or something. Yes, well, there were a lot of things that I wanted to mention in the previous videos which I forgot to mention, and unfortunately I was going to take notes and do a sort of recap for this video, but I actually forgot until this very moment. So I can't remember the things that I had forgotten, so never mind that. But I will say that my favourite province has to be Oblivion Citadel, but overall I've probably played this game the most and had the most fun with it, mostly because of the mods, as I've already said. It's another great thing I like about the Elder Scrolls games. You can have like lightsabers instead of swords, flyable broomsticks. You can have customized companions that actually are slightly less stupid than the regular ones. Oh yeah, you can have companions in this game that follow you about and usually get in the way of your arrows, and then they start attacking you. Wouldn't recommend having it. I prefer to be a loner and just explore the landscape myself. I suppose it's good for the early part of the game where you're really weak to have someone by your side to help you, but yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of having followers. Just they get in the way and they're not very clever. Ah yes, but isn't this nice, just having a nice wooded area to explore. This part of the map is probably my favourite just because it's a nice little foresty area. Like in Oblivion, my favourite part of Citadel was I think it's, I can't remember what it's called now. I think it's the Blackwoods or something. The only problem there is it's full of minotaurs and will-o'-the-wisps. But there aren't such magical creatures in this part of the world. It's mostly just wolves and bears and stuff. I just realised I have a thing on my radar. It's a random, not random, I can't even remember what you call it. A customised waypoint thing that blue arrow, but never mind. I'm getting distracted. Criticism of my videos sometimes is I ramble a wee bit too much and I don't really get to the point as much as some more professional people would do, but I'm not a professional person, am I? I'm just talking gibberish. It's awfully quiet. I was expecting to come across a few bad guys somewhere. Just on our road to nowhere. Guess maybe we should find a quest and something. God, this is an extremely boring video, isn't it? I do apologise. Oh, we have activity, and it's a skeever. Wow, amazing, exciting. And he's running away. Yeah, I hate it when they do that. They just, because it takes so long for you to turn round, they just attack from the side and go behind you, and yes. It's a pain in the arse, that. I say this is the final part, although I realise that there is actually other Elder Scrolls games, mainly the Travels games, which I wouldn't know how to play, or how to get a hold of them. I'm sure there's some sort of emulator for that. And of course there's also Elder Scrolls Online, which I don't have, and I can't be arsed with those sort of games anyway. Jesus, why is this guy trying to kill me? Somebody wants me dead. Of course, you can actually join the Dark Brotherhood later on in the game, and you can become part of the companions and become a werewolf, if that's your sort of thing, as well as a vampire. And the Dawn Guard, obviously, that expansion pack expanded on the vampire stuff, made it slightly more interesting, but again, I wouldn't really recommend it. So I can't wait for Elder Scrolls 6 to be released in about 20 years' time. What? Die, you insolent fool! Whatever. Oh yeah, you can get books in the game, which is quite a good thing. I'll read that later, probably not. That's what I do, I collect loads of the books for the purpose of reading later, and then I never actually get around to it. Although I have read some of the books in this game. Of course you got that in the previous games as well, which I forgot to mention in those videos. As well as many other things I forgot to mention. But this isn't like a proper professional video anyway, so who cares? Oh, did we collect his soul? Nice. Okay, so this could go on and on forever. But I think I've probably played long enough and I've probably bored you shitless by now. So this is the end of my Skyrim gameplay, as well as my Elder Scrolls gameplay series. Apologise there wasn't any sort of, I don't know what I was expecting some sort of dramatic conclusion to the end of this kind of lame gameplay series, but there isn't like a big boss fight or anything that I could end the video on, is there? Perhaps there is. Why have I to go over here? Alright, yes. We didn't even find any dragons, which is one of the main parts of this game. Something I kind of get sick of, actually, is all the dragons in this game. Sure, it's fun for a while, but it gets really repetitive, and they tend to have the same attack patterns, and yeah. The dragons in this game was a bit of a gimmick, which got kind of boring, kind of quickly. Jump cut. Yes, the original ending of this video wasn't exactly very interesting. In fact, it was rather lame. Pretty lame way to end this gameplay series. It was just me rambling whilst I rambled on to Rorikstead, and nothing of interest happened. So I thought I would end this video properly. And what better way to end the video than killing myself? So I'm going to kill myself, and what is a better way to kill oneself than to jump from the highest mountain available? Adios. Adios, my fine fellows. Adios. Oh, that looks like it hurt. He's gonna feel that when he wakes up. If he could wake up. He'll just respawn at the last save point, I guess. Haha, because that's how video games work. Anyway, that is the end of this Skyrim video, and it's also the end of my Elder Scrolls gameplay series. We're finished. No more Elder Scrolls. Obviously, there are other Elder Scrolls games which I'm not going to play. Nope. Next time on Swifto Playings, I will be playing through the Shantae games, starting with the first one, Shantae. So, I hope you will join me again, if I haven't bored you to death already. All that remains for me to say now is bye.